It's your boy, the Metaphys Horus, back at you, and check this out. The show where we take a look at a deck we want to take a look at and have ourselves a good old time. Today, everybody, we're taking a look at a favorite of mine, this being Symphonic Warriors, the musical instrument warrior machine monsters that are all about spamming onto the board a whole bunch of different monsters, synchro summoning and link summoning, and if I had enough points for some exceeds in here, then I would also have some of those. But we got ourselves a pretty interesting Symphonic Warriors deck with a couple little things that are staples here in the Master Duel and a couple things that are just cards I like to have. And we're going to be taking this deck out into Master Duel, having such a good old time dueling against whatever have you may, and showing up our spicy tech of the day. We're trying this out with some Karakuris. You know, we can make the Karakuris just plain, it just makes machines, and you know what? We're playing all machines. But, you know, I'd like to show off a little bit of the Karakuris on themselves. I got a little bit of that on there. So we're going to get ourselves a deck that summons out a lot of the Symphonics, does that little combo. And then I get onto the tuners, the non-tuners. We get ourselves our Burei. Once we summon this guy out, he summons out the Frog, and then we get into the Bureibu. It's a pretty nice one. Well, if you want the deck list today, it's going to be down in the description. But real quick, I'll go over some of the cards in here just to let you know, like, the general gameplay. We, of course, have our very nice combination of Warrior DJJ and the Symphonic Synthes. You open up with these two cards, you're usually ending up on a nice, solid board because DJ and Synthes really combo well together. We got 3 each of those guys. We've got our Guitarr, who can summon out anything like DJ, or if we wanted to, Guitarist, who's a very nice pendulum scale. We run 3 each of these dudes because they're just that damn good. We also have things like our 2 Ash Blossoms, Ash Blossom and her sister Ash Blossom, Jeffrey the Maxx. I'm the poor boy. I got 1 Maxx. It's what I got. We got a couple of frogs. You only really need 2 frogs. You don't need more than that because 1 frog gets summoned off of Burei, synchro into Burei, and then he summons out the other one, and then you summon out Bureibu. So we also have things like Jet Synchron, because I've got this Accel Synchron. Just a nice thing to help dump a monster into the grave. It's a synchro tuner. It really helps me make my Nirvana High Paladin. Which is a pretty nice thing. And we also, you know, just general, really nice synchro monsters. We got, of course, our Karakuri lineup. Samurai Destroyer as another kind of spicy tech card. I have Metaphys Horus, because we are playing pendulums, and this thing has a pretty nasty effect when you use a pendulum monster. But we also have things like Borlode, of course. We have the Baron de Fleur. We have our Symphonic Warrior Rocks. Nirvana, I already mentioned. Access Code, Magnite. Things of that nature. It's a, like I said, it's a high stakes, high reward sort of deck. You make up enough of a big board, you run your opponent over with it. So let's get right into the Master Duel. Let's see what this deck can do. Show off the combos and the wombos, and have ourselves a good time. Alrighty, our first opponent. Another day, another card game, and ooh. This opening hand is actually pretty good. We're going first, which is nice. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to double check my own effect. Yeah, I think I got a face down monster. So we're going to set our synthes. You might think that's a slow start, but no, this is actually perfect. We'll activate our DJ, and once per turn, a DJ here, I can flip a face down monster a face up. And that's exactly what we're going to do. My opponent probably has Maxx or something of the like. I can't imagine this is going to be anything else. So yeah, there goes DJJ. As it is, as it stands, it's a Maxx challenge. But it is what it is. So we're going to flip up our synthes. That's going to activate and let us get any of our other monsters to our hand. Let's go ahead and let me think about this. Yeah, I could get many things. I'm going to get another DJ. And having activated the effect of my synthes, I am allowed to special summon DJ, who will then summon out another monster from, what was it? I guess the normal summon, special summon Symphonic from the deck face down, like another synthes, and then I can use the other effect of DJ, but I don't want to do that under mother flippin' Maxx. So we're just going to let it stand for now. Might be a risky maneuver, letting my opponent, just Maxx me to death, but you know what? It's fine. It's a-okay. What is this guy even playing? Is it just, what you call it? Sky Strikers? I kind of figured it was Sky Strikers. What with the sleeves? One of them dang diddly sleeves, but I'm glad I did not go for the Maxx challenge. My opponent starting with 10 spells in hand would not have been pleasant. Not at all. Alright. Well, we'll deal with the Sky Strikers, I suppose. It's all going to depend on what exactly he flips up, and he gets himself into Hayate. Okay, so he gets nothing. Unless he gets that Sky Striker. He gets the Ray. Okay, he gets something. He gets a little something out of it. That's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, he's only got one spell engraved, so that's a good thing. So far, it's all good. He'll get engaged. Kind of stinks that he gets the engage, but it's okay. We can live with that. His next turn, I can start doing my thing. All right. So then he'll go for Kagari. Sky Strikers, they're cool and all. They're not my favorite bunch of cards. They're not my favorite pieces of plastic cardboard. But you know what? It could be a lot worse. It could be Runics. It could be. So what are we up against? Widow, Anchor. Again, he only has 2 spells. He needs 3 of them things for me to be worried. Okay, but then he'll go for Shizuku. So we can get back his stuff. Understandable indeed. All right. I'm gonna guess one of these is Eagle Booster. Probably has an Eagle Booster to protect this, and then he'll have 3 spells. That's my guess. All right. Well, back to our turn. Let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. We got a Komachi. That's interesting. Let me think about this. Summon a monster face down, you say. All right. Let's summon DJ. DJ will activate his effect. We'll see what my opponent thinks of that. He will imperm that, which is a little unfortunate, but what can you do? What can you do? I was really hoping that he would do something different, but that's fine. All right. And yeah, this would activate, but it's negated, so it doesn't matter. And let me double check what this guy does again. I can change a monster's name, which is cool and all, but I don't need that. What I need is Komachi, but I've already normal summoned. My current scales are not, well, let's see. I do have another pendulum that is a symphonic warrior. So let's go for Mike's. We'll have a 1 scale. All right. So having done that, let's go ahead and pendulum summon everything. Let's go all in. Be like, hello. How are you? How's your mom? All right. Now we will have all of the things. Okay. So I need these 2 because I do need some start 'em up fuel. Oh wait, actually, I really wish this guitar was a tuner, but it is not a good tuner. It's not a good tuner. It's a good tuner, but it's not a good tuner. Like, part of me really wants to make Metaphys Horus, because then if I use a pendulum, I can steal his like he has to give me this, but he's got the anchor. That's the annoying bit. He has the bloody anchor. So let's just start up nice and simple here. We'll make ourselves our Burei. He's our first model, Model 0. When he's synchro summoned, I get to summon another Karakuri. Of course, he'll go with the Mecha Anchor, which I figured he would. I kind of did figure that would happen. All right. Is what it is. All right. Make Nirvana High Paladin. Get back any card in my grave, but none of the cards in my grave are really gonna help me. That's the thing. I could make Access Code Talker, I suppose. Oh no, that would really help me though. Alright. Let's go ahead and make ourselves our IP Masquerade. We'll keep it nice and simple here. Special summon. I mean, really, I really want to make this thing, but It'd be so cool. But that doesn't really help me in any meaningful way. We're just gonna make our Beyond's a Pendulum. Something we normally, you know, if we're going first, you start with this lady. She's really nice. Lets me start up with many things. And my opponent has Nibiru, doesn't he? Probably has Nibiru. But what can you do? We're still gonna go think. We're gonna go for it. Mech Knight Crusadia for Maxx. Can't be targeted, can't be destroyed, so no more Widow Anchors. What do I do with, like, we still need to deal with Hayate. But other than that, we should be okay. We'll do some nice bit of damage here. He'll get back his Ray because that's how Sky Strikers work. And I'm fairly set up for next turn. I just need to, like, get some stuff going because I got my scales open. I got nice scales, not the perfect scales, but they're pretty damn good scales. And I can summon back a couple of monsters. Well, that'll be nice. Keep doing that over and over again, just overload my opponent. So what is he doing? Making Kagari, I presume? Yep, there we go. You can always trust the Sky Striker player to summon Kagari. I mean, you know, you're trying to loop the mobilize. That's kind of what you do. All right. So targeting that, getting that. And now he has all the spell. Let's see, how many spells? You still only have 2 spells in the grave. But you'll probably get a 3rd with the Space Zero. Okay. So we're not 100% out of the woods yet. But the thing about Sky Strikers is that since we have targeting and destruction protection, there's not a lot he can do to get rid of our monster. Unless he's playing the Kaiju. Which is possible. I have seen some Sky Striker players play their version of a Kaiju. Which some people might forget that they have a Kaiju. It's not played that often. I think it's called like Camp or something. Something of that nature. Alright, so there's Hayate. Yep, I figured as much. There's good old Hayate. But now what? What happens next? You still have your spell. That's the thing. Until he gets another spell in the grave, which I'm surprised my opponent hasn't done yet. There he goes. Yeah, until that 3rd spell gets into the grave, my opponent really doesn't got much. Called by the grave, you say? Okay, that's... Ah, he got rid of Burei. That's unfortunate. Burei was a cool dude. But it's okay. I pack a level 4 tuner just for this. And any level 4 tuner I have will work. Nothing. Granted, he still got what he wanted. He just wanted to call in the grave. He wanted to call in the grave. Yeah, that's the thing about Karakuris. You think that their synchros are locked to Karakuris, but no, they actually aren't. They're just any machines. Any tuner, any machine. You can summon any Karakuri. Those pretty nice. And I've got plenty of machines. I just need a tuner. I mean, I've got DJJ. He's right there. I just need a tuner. And I'll be all set. So what is this guy going to get? Eagle booster? No. Jamming wave perhaps? Get rid of the scale? I can see my opponent going after my scales. That is definitely something that might happen. Oh, or multi-roll, that's also a pretty good choice. I'll admit, that's pretty good too. Alright, so my opponent's got his multi-roll. That will make things tricky. Yep, other spells, blah, blah, blah. And then he attacks me directly and gets back one of his spells. Or sends a spell to the grave, I should say. Or just anything. Might send Rose. Might send another Ray. I can't imagine my opponent sending another Ray, but there you go. Alright, so Sky Striker maneuver. Target a face-up monster on the field, destroy it. Alright. Works for me. You can't target my boy. Even if you could, he can't be destroyed. Alright. And you know, yeah, Crusada's gonna keep getting weaker with this Shizuku, but it doesn't matter. Avermax beats over anything that's special summoned. Alright, so then this will get him back something that's not mentioned here. Hornet Bit, okay, and then the Mecha... Oh. Multi-roll did nothing. Okay, that's cool. Ooh, get my field spell going. Alright, why not? Let's activate the field spell, Symph Amplifier. It's a nice little spell. Every time one of my Symphonic dudes does their thing, gets a counter, gives my monsters a boosted attack, and if I get enough counters, I can just annihilate my opponent's board. So, yeah, let's just Pendulum Summon, because we can't do a whole heckin' lot more than that, but it's something. So let's do that. This is the thing about Master Duel. I like the little animations they do. I still prefer EDO Pro because it's cheaper, but, you know, I do like the little animations. So DJ, he gets summoned. I'm going to get myself another Symphonic. Who do I want? That's a good question. I would like many cards. I would. So I'm presuming that this is his Widow Anchor. I guess, maybe. Another Maxx. Alright. Is what it is. Let me think about this. I'm tempted. Set it on the field. Sure. Alright. So now, see, I could summon out DJJ and Arctic on the Pendulum Zone or return it to the hand. Do I want to do that? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm alright in that respect. Alright, let's see. Ooh, 4. I could make Baron de Fleur. I mean, that gives my opponent an extra card. Or I could make Metaphys Horus, and he has to give me Shizuku. But then Baron de Fleur. I think we'll go Baron de Fleur. I think that'll work. So we're gonna put this way over here. Hello. And yeah, he'll get himself another card, whatever. And let's go ahead and destroy a card. Let's get rid of the multi-roll. I don't trust it. Effect Veiler. Do I bother? Let me think about this, because I got my effect back next turn, and I got my Omni negate. Or I can just waste Mecha Roll. This is a Sky Striker spell, so we could get that back, though. You know what? I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out just fine. How many counters do I have? Just the one? Okay. I need 6 more. That's the thing. I need a lot of those things. So let's attack into this one. We'll find out what this is. Or maybe later. Alright. Well, at the very least, we are doing just fine. And yeah, I'd love to negate that. That's kind of why I summoned Baron. Was to stop Ray coming back. At least for a turn. Do some damage. That's what I wanted to do. Or conversely, it all worked out. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's totally fine. I thought he was gonna sing or Link summon, but oh no, but he has the other one. He does have the other one. So no, we do not need to worry about that. It all works out in the end. Okay, what does he got? Reject. Well, I guess I'll negate it. Didn't really want to negate it, but, you know, we'll negate it. Okay. But why, though? Why? Triple Y. Okay. I think my opponent I think he's just going for chain bonus. He's thinking to the end of the game. He's thinking, oh, if I chain enough cards, I get all the points. But no. Okay, so he's gonna steal my Baron de Fleur, which will get negated, and then my monster's just fine. My boy can't be destroyed by card effects, that's the thing. Alright. Well. Now what? That's the big $1 million question. You stole my monster, and you got yourself a token. And so long as my monster's on your field, you can't use your spells. So what was the plan? Make Shizuku? I mean, I guess that technically qualifies as a plan. Thing is, Avermax just beats over everything special summon. I will destroy my own but on the floor if I need to. I have no qualms about this. Okay, getting rid of airspace, that's cool. I'm a Sky Striker from the deck. So we'll summon out Rose, I presume? Okay. Okay, this works out. I think. Maybe. I still don't know exactly what he's trying to do. Okay. I'm just curious as to what he's thinking. Trying to get into my opponent's head a little bit. Give him the mind game treatment. That's the plan anyway. I kind of like this base with a normal monster. That's why I picked it. That's why I picked it for my little Bureibu, even though he's an effect boy. It would be nice if Konami would make some more bases like this, like for effect monsters, rituals, etc., etc. Spell traps. I think that'd be cool. Now, when Konami puts their mind to it, they can do some cool stuff. I just wish they would do it more. Like with Gate Guardian support, that was beautiful. With Bureibu's sound effect in this game, absolutely awful because it doesn't sound anything like Bureibu. Okay. Attempting to use a negated effect sounds cool. Yep. So Hayate does its thing. Yep, I'll take some damage. He'll get to dump another card, as is his want in life. I mean, another afterburner. He's really burning them afterburners, which I guess is the plan. All right. Now what? Ah, he did have something big. Nightmare Unicorn. I had a feeling it was going to be Nightmare Unicorn. And he's going to spin back one of my cards, which is going to mean one of my scale. Ah, he ditched the Map C. Nice. Field spell? I guess he was really scared of the field spell banishing all of his stuff. That makes a little bit of sense. It kind of does. It really does. All right. So what is my opponent doing? Now the multi-roll will get him some cards back. There's Engage. Cool. And he gets something else. He'll get Hornet Bit. I mean, it's all cool and all, but he's got this set monster, so like none of it matters. Impermanence. Interesting. Alright, so what are we going to summon? I really wish I... Let me think. Return to the hand. Got it. Okay, so we're going to summon this dude. I'm going to summon that dude. Here's how this is going to work out. I'm going to summon out my bases. I'm going to summon out my DJ. And I activate DJ's effect. And we're going to activate Baze's effect. Because I need my level 5 back in my hand. We'll get that back. DJJ. And my opponent surrenders right before I can do Karakuri. I was going to summon Burei and then Bureibu. Because, you know, level 3, level 5, 8, Frog, go for Bureibu. It was all right there. But unfortunately, my opponent had enough. It was understandable. Like I say, Sky Strikers have some very nice cards, a lot of toolboxy elements to them to deal with a lot of different things. But a monster that can't be targeted or destroyed is a big oof for them boys. Especially something like Avermax. And, you know, if he had the Kaiju, it would have been fine. But apparently he didn't have it. So it's all good for us. There's the deck proven point. We do the Symphonics. We summon out the pendulums over and over. I really wanted to summon out more to do, you know, stuff with that field spell, but Maxx got in the way. But regardless, let's go for duel number 2. We'll show off more of what this deck can do. Hopefully we'll summon Bureibu. It's something we can do and something we will do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Alrighty, so we're going second this time again, and that's just fine. It works out just fine for me, I suppose. So we're up against Red Dragon's Archfiend. That is a very, very competent deck. That might be a little tricky. Because I don't have... Okay, that's cool. Assault Sentinel. That's actually really cool. I like that. I mean, it might just be a tech for a level 4 for the usual Red Dragon shenanigans, but it'd still be kind of cool. I have 2 Fraugs in the hand. Not always something you want to see, but it's a thing we have, so yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so my opponent will set on this and end their turn. Oh, and there's Ash Blossom. Of course it is. All right. Well, let's go ahead and upstart our goblins. We'll bait out any sort of negates or Ash Blossoms of his own. Ooh, Komachi. Do I have a level 4? I do have a level 4. All right. We'll give it a shot and a go. We'll give it a shot. Why not? No, we're good. And, ooh, let's see. We got Generalprobe. Every time I gotta double check what this does just to remember myself. Okay, every time, get a Symphonic. 3 cards, get a monster. If you summon a Symphonic, add the field spell. Okay, why not? Let's activate our Generalprobe right here. I don't care about no appointments. I will not fear it. So, let's see. Normal summon this. Get a dude. But I need other dudes first. So, let's summon out our guitarr in the Pendulum Zone. We're going to activate its effect. Now, regrettably, I drew into both of my Fraugs, which is normally something you never want to happen. But it did happen, so we'll just have to live with it. So, we're going to summon out our Maxx, because we do need a high-level dude. Maxx is going to go off. And let's see. Let's get our field spell. Yeah. I'd like to get the field spell, please. Nope. We're all good. Alright. So I activate our field spell. Now we'll get even more bang for our buck. Oh, very nice. And what are my scales right now? I don't have good scales is the issue here. If I had slightly better scales. Let me think about this. If only. I'm thinking here. If I just summoned Komachi, that doesn't sound like the best of ideas. You know, we're just gonna wing it. Oh yeah, I got my extra normal summon. That's right. So this is perfect. This is perfect. So we're gonna go for DJ. DJ will go off. We're going to go ahead and get basses here, or guitarists, I should say. What is this doing? Okay, what's the set part? Special summon or set it. No, I don't want to set it. I actually want it face up. I actually do want it face up. So then we're going to activate our guitars, or yeah, his effect. It's negated, but it still activates. And then we've activated 3. So now our Generalprobe, we can remove 3 counters, get ourselves another one of these. We'll have a 0 scale. It's all good. See, this is the thing with this deck. We have a whole bunch of different cards and a whole bunch of different effects. Sometimes you just wing it and things go just fine. So we're going to use Generalprobe's effect, remove the counters off of it. Remove those counters. I appreciated the counters, but I don't need them now. It would be hilarious, though, if this turned out to actually be imperm. I would cry, just a little bit, but not too much. So, yeah, we'll get our guitarr. Because I need a 0. I need a low scale. I've got a nice high scale. Not the nicest one, but it is something. I should also mention guitarr can summon itself, because I have the field spell, but I don't really need to do that right now. I'm tempted, but I don't need to do it. Alright, so now, let me think about what is in my graveyard again? I don't have any of my dudes who I could summon back with guitarr. That's just the one thing I'm wanted to think about. I guess we'll just Pendulum summon. And we'll summon out our 2 Karakuris. Summon out Karakuri. Oh, and another Karakuri. What do you got? You got something for me? Oh, what is this? Synchro card. Toss a card in your grave. Summon it. Immediately afterwards, summon a dark synchro. Ah, that could be a problem. I don't know what that does. I mean, I know what it does. I don't know what he's trying to summon with it. I guess you could summon a 12-star synchro if you wanted to. Summon a dark dragon or fiend using only monsters you control, including the summon. So he has to use this. So he's either summoning a 6 or a 12. Summoning a 6. What is it? Another red rising dragon. Okay. Cool. And then that'll bring back the guy. No. I appreciate it, Frogman, but it's not time for you to start switching modes. Soon, my brother, soon. Alright, so since we have a frog on the board, let us use, these two. We shall summon forth our Karakuri model 00 Bureido. And this guy, all the synchros summon out a Karakuri from the other deck, which is pretty nice. We'll summon a Sanzang, who's a level 4 tuner monster. And then we shall summon forth our big boss boy. Am I running on time? Oh, geez, I was not paying attention to that at all. Okay. So we'll summon out our... Now we got Bureibu. He'll summon out another monster. No, not yet. Soon. Let's summon the monk. Okay, so that's a 5-star. So now what can I make? Oh, I can make so many things. I could make Accesco Talker. Do I want to do that, though? Not... Well, actually, I do want to show off as much of this deck as humanly possible. So maybe I will. I could just make Max again, but I feel like that'd be kinda, you know, samey. I don't want to do samey if I can help it. Yeah. And yes, I will waste my Pendulum Beyond. Okay, you might ask why. The answer is because. Okay, I'm gonna do what I want to. Alright, so we're gonna make, make this. And then I just need some extra stars. Get myself Borlo Dragon to get that thing to do its thing. Alright. Also, oh wait, these are both dark. They're both dark. Yeah, so I can still just banish. I can destroy the one card, which still is something. Okay, it's still something. So we'll banish that. No. And destroy this one, because I want to do as much damage as possible. Also, now we normal summon Guitarr just for extra damage. All right, I think this will work out pretty good. You know, he's already used up 2 of his Red Rising Dragons, which is a pretty messed up for him. Abaja. My boys are getting bigger every turn, which is cool. Well, not every turn, but every time I use a Symphonic effect, it's all working out. And... okay, I get it. Game, shut up. I get it. I'm not allowed to take my time to read. Thanks, Master Duel. EDO Pro never complains when you take your time to read. Just the players do. I'm just saying. Alright, so, like I said, we're in a pretty good spot. Bureibu, he's cool. When he switches modes, I can banish a card on the field. And, of course, you've noticed all these frogs activating. They quick effect let me switch my monster's mode. It's only once per turn, so obviously I can only use one, but it's still something. So we'll just stop the Resonator call. I don't want my opponent to have another Resonator. And even if he does have another one, like I thought he would, it's all good. This is part of the plan. Alright, so Crimson Resonator. Rageki. Okay, well, Accesco Talker's fine, but, you know, I might as well... My monster will get destroyed before he can banish, but I'm still going to activate Bureibu. Or put him in defense, I should say. Ugh. Dang it, Bureibu. It's okay. Bureibu, at least he showed up, okay? Proof. Point proven. Okay, I can summon Bureibu. It's not hard to do. It's just, he dies. I was prepared to banish stuff. What I wanted to do. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Let's start by activating our guitarr, just to get some more symphonic counters. Then we will activate in the pendulum scale. We shall activate in the pendulum scale. We're gonna activate the effective guitarr, ditching this jet synchron here, just, you know, get him out of the way, and summoning out DJJ, which ought to be, I don't know, we're pretty damn close to game here. And let's get another copy of the field spell, just get out of the deck. Have some discard fodder. It's always nice to have just a little bit of discard fodder, and we will summon forth Maxx, because he's bigger. Yes. And what is the effect in the graveyard? Ditch a card. You know, why not? Why not? See, this is the point of getting that card. Just discard fodder. Alright, so that'll be game right there. And I could have popped the card, but it doesn't matter. So, a nice duel against the Red Dragon Archfiend player. I don't know why he chose to go first, considering Red Dragon is all about going second, but whatever, don't care. So, another nice showing by this deck. We did summon Bureibu, and I didn't just summon Avermax again, which is nice. I don't always want to summon. I like summoning Avermax, but I don't always want to summon him. It gets repetitive. So, good showing. Let's go for a third duel. I think that'll be good to show off everything this deck likes to do. We've shown off a lot of what this deck can do. I just want to show off. I just want to show it again. I like to show it again. Let's go for one more and have a good one. Alrighty, our third and final opponent. Last chance for romance. Opening hand is just fine. I mean, I've got DJJ and some synthes. The gruesome twosome. I've got the field spell, which is nice. Got upstart goblin. It's all pretty good. Unless this is oh no, it's even worse than Fluanderies. It's Timelords. Which you might ask, why is that worse? The answer is because, just because they just kind of are. They're just kind of annoying, Timelords, with their toolbox. They didn't burn too much. Any deck that's primarily about burn is not the most enjoyable deck to walk up against. You know, there's some exceptions, but not a lot of them. All right. Yep, so he probably has max C, but is what it is. Let's activate our Symphonic amplifier. Let's see. Yeah, he has no cards in the... he has a card in the field. I could banish that if I got 7. We'll see how that goes. Metallic Reflecty Slime. An interesting tech. I suppose it does protect his life points. Might I recommend Waboku? Waboku also works pretty damn good. Also, can't you, like... Remind me, Timelord. You have to have, like, no monsters, right? I presume he knows this, though. That's probably part of his strategy. We'll find out. Anyway, let's activate our upstart goblin. Get imperm! Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so we'll set our synthes. Pendulum scale. We'll activate our pendulum scale. Flip up our boy. Get ourselves a counter. Synthes goes off. And we shall add... do I get guitarr? Or do I get somebody else? That's a good question. I do want more scales. So we'll get guitarr for now. I could have also gotten the other... Yeah, I could have gotten a guitarr. No, wait. Yeah. I could have gotten one dude, gotten the other dude. This will work out. So DJJ gonna go off. He will special summon us Mike. No. Yes. That'll summon all of that. So now we've got lots of different effects. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's activate Synthes effect just to copy a name. That'll get me more of that. Let's see. Special summon our guitarr. It's me another one. And then I think my Karakuri model Shogun, I suppose. Oh man, I wish I could make Horus. That would be cool too. Alright. I'll have another normal summon. That would have been cool too. Alright. We'll make our Burei. We're gonna go ahead and use those two, make our Burei. And actually, I was thinking of one thing I could do to, like, you know, get rid of this thing was to use my frog to switch modes and banish this. But I actually have a better idea. Because I rarely do this with this guy. Burei can actually switch a monster's position. It ain't a quickie. But in this one situation, this is actually a really, really good thing. Oh, I could make Horus. If only I had better stuff to do with Horus, though. That would be cool. I could make him give me his slime. Only I was running Egyptian God slime. That would have been the perfect combo. What can I say? Sometimes you plan for one thing, and you should have planned for the other thing. Just everyone should run one copy of Egyptian God slime. In case your opponent's playing it and you can steal it. Just do it, okay? Just do it. Do it. Do it now. Alright, but we should be... Is this going to be an OTK? I don't know if this is an OTK. I gave him life points. I really didn't structure this deck to OTK. That wasn't really the plan, but it's possible. Let's see. Yeah, summon the guy with the most attacks. Like 2, 4, 7. That is just... got... Oh, wait, no. Symph amplifier. Almost forgot. I can inflict 300 damage for each of these. You're probably going to just lead to less damage, but, you know, it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to OTK, I don't think. Maybe I could have. Maybe we'll find out in a minute. Memphis, you're a dum-dum. You could have OTK'd. Yeah, because it's 100 per every Symphonic counter, so if I'm off by 1,000... Actually, no, I think... No, that is an OTK, isn't it? Okay. I didn't plan for an OTK, but there you go. There you go, people. And I could frog, but I don't need to frog, so there you go. An OTK special. Didn't even plan for that thing. Woo! All right, everybody, busting it down old school style. We got ourselves 3 very nice wins. You got to see most, if not everything of this stuff. There was very little we didn't do with this deck. I'm trying to think what we actually did. We didn't summon Borlo. We didn't summon Nirvana. But it's fine. Those are like the top of the moon sort of bosses that we make every once in a while. Other than that, I mean, we didn't even use Beyond the Pendulum, which is a really powerful monster in this deck, but it never really came up. I probably could have done it just to do it, but it never really came up. This is a monster you use before you Pendulum Summon. It's really powerful, especially going second. But we just never used it today. Such things happen on occasion, and I guess we never used Destrudo, but this is fine. We didn't draw Destrudo, therefore we did not get to use Destrudo. So regardless, I very much had a good time trying out the good old Symphonics again. I'm glad that they can work with, you know, a lot of the good stuff, but not like every single piece of good stuff. Like, we didn't have freaking Auroradon combos or anything like that today. But we got to show off a lot of what this deck can do. We got to do it in a way we enjoyed doing it. We got to summon Bureibu. Bureibu. Where'd Bureibu go? Yeah, there he is. He got an OTK for us. So that works pretty good for B. I very much appreciate that. So I hope everybody at home enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know how to work it. Like buttons and things like that. It's appreciated. And I don't know if the next duel will be on Master Duel. Probably EDO Pro, because I'm low on. I got no months to afford all these expensive cards. I already had to destroy my Junk Warrior deck just to get the Ultras for this one, which sucked because I liked that deck. But yeah, we'll have another deck soon. You know, and maybe I'll make the deck profile in Master Duel to go with it. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching. Your boy Memphis is signing out now. I'll see you guys again very soon. More Yu-Gi-Oh action, and the Pokemon and the Elden Ring videos are also in development. I'm almost done with Pokemon, and Elden Ring's coming. A lot more editing to do than I thought that there. But yes, I'll see you guys soon. Memphis signing out, and take care.